You know, we've been playing in the digital space, which is just taking an idea into a different media channel for quite a while. When we speak to mass market, your most effective medium will remain television for a long time, but the digital space gives you that two-way conversation.
Yeah, so I think engagement, and that's something that we constantly are striving for, because in the world that we're living in today, people are engaged in their phones, engaged in their screens, their different screens, and if you can have relevance there, especially if you can have relevance there that affects relevance elsewhere, you can actually get their attention in quite a big way.
Our main space as television, it's hellish expensive to advertise, so you're normally working with 30 to 45 seconds. When you do a big piece of normally you can get away with 60 seconds, but nothing more. The dial direct commercial is actually a 2-minute, and YouTube gives it that space. It's got 800,000 views. It's actually the second highest viewed South African piece on YouTube at the moment in the world, which is quite extraordinary. So you kind of get access to that extra media channel. We're finding that's where ideas live online, you know, and that's why ideas that connect are so important. Because people don't view naturally in that space if something doesn't they're not going to watch a crap commercial in that space.
Absolutely.
But if you have a beautiful, insightful story, you're bound to get millions of extra views for free. It's such a logical thing, the fact that you insure cars, you don't want to get a tracker, because they were our clients. So I had a tracker in my car just because my client, but my wife's car didn't have a tracker in. And when Laurent actually found the insight, he planted it into the research to the people. So we researched people that didn't have tracking devices, and they all said, well, we've got insurance. And he said in the interviews, one-on-one interviews, he said, but what if your child was in the back seat? 100% of people switch their behavior on that question. So within a week I put a tracker in my wife's car, because we had a little kid who's now 6 years old, but he was just like about a couple of months or under a year. And we knew. So that was a key insight that took the growth of that brand up to the numbers where they are now.
We've got a very, very strong strategy department, and they feed us a lot of the insights. And I think a lot of the work that you see from Joe Public actually comes from those insights that we are fed from a strategy department. So we put a lot of work and effort into how do we uncover the gems. There's an entire system, a process that we call the A to B, that our strategist department goes through, where they look at, you know, what is the lay of the land, where does the client want to end up, where is the room for growth, because often clients will say they want to grow, but they don't know where that growth actually comes from. And then from there you are able to find a sweet spot and then find the strongest message, etc. And I think within that process, it's when you uncover these kind of gems. Whereas if you had just thrown that problem straight at creatives, we probably wouldn't have been able to stumble upon something like that.